Okay, we've got 8-3, lot 8. This is the Breathtaker back on the boar paradise that we had there and had a really good fall a year ago, and the pigs did well, and we lost his semen concentration, or he'd still be around. That's the dam of this. Would be a litter mate to Paradise, unashamed.
Saw a lot of those Paradise pigs in the viewings there a year ago, and was very impressed with those. And this one has a lot of those same properties, and then blending that with the Breathtaker deal. Again, this is again as a greener, more immature, just a good looking, flexible, sound, square one. That again is kind of one of those feeders' dreams. Just take him and go. And again, if you just start with him not messed up, and he is not messed up. He's very correct. He's very square, and he's immature, but it looks like one that can expand because of the feature he's got to be able to go ahead and get the parts and pieces you need, again, without falling out of bed any place and being a problem. Just a very nice hog. Should be fun one to feed.
When that one comes to you, excuse me, he like we talked earlier about how big chested these hogs are and how they've come and busted open on you. When that one comes to you, he's deceiving from the side because he's so immature and green, but when he comes right at you, he's really, really big chested. And again, when we talk about a 2024 deal, where we're headed, that's going to be important when you make those first 3 or 4 steps. And the big thing is he's not out at his elbow. We talked about that a minute ago. He's not out at his elbow. He's not going to crash and blow that way, but he's always going to be big at his chest and big at the ground. And I think when you get behind him, he follows suit there. So one that's immature and green, again, like Jim said, a feeder's dream. I think that one's got a lot of prospect going forward to just continue with that width and power up high as he goes through his feeding cycle.
Carries that bone all the way down to the claw there. And we say he's green, and which I agree with totally compared to relative to some other ones. But I think with the pedigree, you look at the pedigree, if you want a show barrel or even a boar later on, talk about selling semen, you know what pedigrees do, and then you look at the hog and put that all together. Come May, when it's time to start boar tours nowadays, May, June, right after the expo, have one in your barn ready to go. And this is one here I think that could be 8-3, lot 8, Breathtaker boar.